I'm really enjoying Chiang Mai so far, but the hotel I'm staying here cannot accommodate me anymore. So I'm looking for a new hotel for the next 2 nights. Thank you very much. Okay, checked out. I still have the rented scooter from yesterday, and I'm thinking that maybe I can save some money and use the scooter to get to my next hotel. The problem is that biggest bags. And checked in. So after starting my morning already with doing some administrations, I'm thinking of maybe finishing now an administration that I should have done slightly earlier this trip. Yes? 100 baht. 100 baht, yeah. Okay, perfect. So when I bought my tickets to Thailand, I was just looking at my calendar and thinking, okay, these are nice dates, let's just buy the tickets. But I wasn't thinking at that time is that maybe my visa won't allow it, which it doesn't. When I entered Thailand, they stamped my passport with a stamp that says I can stay until the 25th of February, where my flight back is on the 1st of March. In Chiang Mai, there's an immigration office where I can extend my visa, so that's where I'm headed now. For someone who worked for the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that's a bit irresponsible of me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's just hope this is not gonna take too long. So many irresponsible foreigners like myself here. Okay, form is filled. I now need to get a photocopy of my passport and some passport pictures. All of those I can do in the building right across the street. So you make a photocopy of all the needed pages, right?
Yes.
How many people come here to do that every day? Your face says everything. Pictures and photocopies are done. Now the hard part is starting. Where? Here. Cup on cup. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cup and cup. So as I was saying, my vacation is planned for until the 1st of March, and they extended my visa until the 25th of March. So the question is, do I go back home on the 1st of March, or do I extend my stay here? Okay, back to Chiang Mai. Very nice taxi. Okay, thank you very much, Cup and Cup. Beautiful, yes. Sway. Drive safe. Beautiful indeed. Look who it is. Cheers, man. Did you miss me?
I have followed my own.
That's a yes. That's a yes. So the rest of the day we're gonna spend in the old town, traveling around all the temples and shrines they have here. And this one is already looking very beautiful.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you. It's nice when people talk. It's nice. Thank
I
you.
was coming from the side because I didn't want to interrupt your zone.
Many people come and stand right there and look.
Francis,
Hello.
hey, nice to meet you.
Hey, a pleasure.
It's okay?
Are you YouTube?
Ah, you know what YouTube is.
After that, I will follow you.
Yeah, of course, you have to after that. When we were talking to the monk, two very interesting things happened. First of all, some of the things that the monk said have really been etched in my heart, and I thought it's worth touching upon them here. But the first thing to understand is that what gives impact to all the words he was saying was the person himself. This guy was only 19 years old, but from the way he talked and from the look in his eyes, you can see that he's much wiser and much more mature for his age, let alone the fact that he's just this kind, loving, chubby young man. It was amazing and incredible and extremely interesting just talking to him. So some of the things he said that I thought were worth mentioning. First of all, truth be told, I don't know much about Buddhism. So one of the questions I asked him was, if you had only 1 minute to explain Buddhism, how would you explain it? And he said, Buddhism is 3 things. First one, you do good. The second one, you don't do bad. And the third one is the one that touched me the most. Purify your mind. To exemplify what he meant by purifying your mind, he said this. If someone says bad things to you, and you don't let it get to you, then that means you're free of anger. That's what he said, you're free of anger. I'm not going to say more than that, but I think it's really something to think about. The second thing he said that really touched me is that we really went deep in our conversation. And at one point he opened up and he told us how he had a very difficult childhood. He was growing up in a very needy family. From what I understood, it was without a father. And he was very much connected to his mother, who passed away 2 years ago. And we were talking about his way of dealing with the pain of losing someone. He was saying many interesting things, but one of the most adorable and profound things he said after telling us how he overcame all the pain and the sadness was this. He said, after all, I'm 50% my mother and 50% my father. When I'm sad, I'm hugging myself. And when I hug myself, I hug them. They're always with me. And that was a very, very special thing to say and way to look at instances like that. The second thing that happened was this. So when we were about to leave, there was a bookshelf filled with books about Buddhism near the exit. Each book cost 50 baht, that's roughly €1. When we asked them where we pay, they told us that we need to go to a donation box nearby, but the place where the donation box was located was locked. So they told us to do something else instead. They said, take the books with you, and instead of paying for the books, try and find a needy child and do something good for them. Make them happy in whatever way you see fit.
Buy it some sweets or buy it a toy or something. Make this child happy for 10 minutes, and that's your donation. So you're doing yourself good and doing them good.
And that was a very beautiful thing to ask of us. So I decided to make it a task for myself, that by the end of this trip, I'm gonna accomplish just that. And that's it. That was probably the highlight of my day today. After that talk, we went to do some more stuff. So I'm just gonna leave this episode with them. See you tomorrow for an interesting day. Okay, and subscribe. I have a monk subscribe to my channel.